Hi, this is Sean Clinch, the host of Stories Inside the Man Cave podcast, and this episode is brought to you by our friends at Shoal Creek Saloon, your unofficial home to UT men's and women's basketball. You gotta love that swanky jazz music, and Shoal Creek Saloon is also home to Houston Astros baseball, and let's squeeze in the world champions. You can watch their games as well and eat that amazing food at Shoal Creek Saloon. Hey, college baseball. Texas arguably is the home or the epicenter of excellent college baseball. Things are heating up, and there's going to be a national championship or a national champion crowned, and it may be a team from where that delicious Bluebell ice cream is made. Let's talk about it.
I think last week honestly helped a lot when I came in a big situation last week to come here, and I think that just kind of calmed me. I knew I was prepared and that I've been in front of a big stage before, but just kind of staying locked in with Reese the whole time and calming my nerves and just breathing, really focusing on my breath.
How about that? Tegan Cavan, listen to this. She made history in that 4-0 win over Stanford up in Oklahoma City at the Women's College World Series. She's the first UT freshman pitcher to toss a complete game shutout in a WCWS game. Mike White's Longhorns now will face Florida this evening in a winner's bracket game up at the beautiful former ASA Hall of Fame Stadium. It's been renovated over the last couple of years. It's Devon Park now. I believe it was not that big. It was nice when I was up in Oklahoma City, but now there is no other softball stadium like it. I am Sean Clinch, the host of Stories Inside the Man Cave. So while the Women's College World Series are well on their way to finding out who will be this year's national champion, you've got Texas, OU, of course, and Oklahoma State from the Big 12 as it is now. Still, all three of the 8 teams from the Big 12. That's not the first time that's happened. Meanwhile, in college baseball, the regionals began. And man, the Longhorns, David Pierce's Longhorns made a statement last night.
He was through it. Flores puts a charge into that one. Deep left field, and it's gone. His third grand slam of the season.
How about Jalen Flores? Big time. Came up, grand slam, as you just saw. That against Louisiana, the school formerly known as Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns. Those two played against each other last year in a regional opener and again this year. And the Raging Cajuns are better than last year. And they came close to beating Texas last year, came close. Texas now advances. So does A&M. They're in the College Station Regional. 16-14 double elimination tournaments. That's how the field of 64 works in college baseball. So Texas and A&M now play each other in a winner's bracket game. Of course, we can always say every game's important. This winner's bracket game is more important for Texas. And the reason I say that, not because they're on their rival's home field at Bluebell Park, Olsen Field at Bluebell Park. For pitching depth purposes, Texas needs to figure this out and win this game, get some rest, because if they win tonight, they are this close to going to the Super Regional. So about tonight in College Station, Olsen Field is what I grew up with. Now it's Olsen Field at Bluebell Park. I hate admitting it, but it is true. Olsen Field at Texas A&M is one of the nation's top, hands down, one of the best college baseball environments in the country. No question. No question. I love Dish Falk, but Olsen Field at Bluebell Park, phenomenal. And don't be a hitter or the pitcher and you're throwing balls, because that Aggie crowd, it's hilarious. They get behind it. As soon as you get to ball 3 and you walk somebody, ball 4, they'll start yelling ball 5, ball. It's pretty amazing up there. And it is intense. But You know, David Pierce has received a little bit of criticism this year and just questioning how this season went. They finished strong. But if you look back at David Pierce's track record at Texas, the postseason's kind of where he works his magic with his teams. And dare I say that in College Station, all odds are against Texas. They have nothing to lose. It would not surprise me if Texas wins tonight and gets a little bit of a break in order to play the team out of the losers bracket for the right to go to the Super Regionals. They need that. Texas does. Texas A&M, the national top 3 seed. They are that good. They're national championship caliber type team. But Texas needs to figure this out tonight, because if they end up in the losers bracket, that is going to be very taxing on an already thin bullpen. But the Horns, I may be wrong, because they're continuing to develop. All right, down the road from College Station in Brenham, Texas, Blinn College, a junior college. They've had some really good seasons in their existence. But 2 years ago, I think they only won 10 to 15 games. Well, they're back. And they're truly back. They're in the JUCO World Series National Championship game up in Grand Junction, Colorado. And if you've never been to that, that city in Grand Junction goes all out. Blinn is playing for a national championship tonight in Grand Junction, Colorado. Pretty amazing story to go from 10 to 15 wins to now playing for a national championship in just 2 years. That's pretty amazing. Hey, they had in Destin, Florida, the SEC had their meetings, and they invite coaches from all sports and teams. Well, obviously, it's the first time for both Texas and Oklahoma to partake in these. Destin, Florida, a great place to vacation, a lot of sun. Well, the two respected ADs, that being Joe Castiglione at OU and Chris Del Conte of Texas, jumped on the show with Paul Feinbaum, and they were both promoting Texas OU at the Cotton Bowl as perhaps the best rivalry game in the SEC. Well, this is a hilarious interview. CDC had to put Feinbaum on record, but Feinbaum took it to another level.
Have you been to the Red River Rivalry yet? It's ridiculous. It's the greatest thing ever. You may talk about the cocktail party, the Iron Bowl. It is nothing like this game
I think
at the State Fair, because you have 300,000 people.
I detected something there.
No, the Iron Bowl is awesome. Don't get me wrong. At night it's great. Same with but the cocktail party. But this game is nuts too. You got to throw us a bone there, P-Dub. What's up, buddy?
Joe, the University of Texas is not even an official member yet of the SEC, and he's already thrown shade on the Iron Bowl. The Iron Bowl and the cocktail party.
No.
You'll be fine, because we're not even allowed to call it the cocktail party.
When your callers come in losing their mind, I was not throwing shade. What I was saying, it is an unbelievable environment.
Oh, man.
So you're already throwing a little sauce on that for no reason.
Like, you've given me a gift.
This is not right.
Oh, it's the gift that keeps on giving. The whole
Come on now.
Come on.
All I was saying was it's an awesome game that you give. You talk about it.
Hey, CDC's not wrong. And Joe C, an amazing AD, two guys who have done arguably the two best ADs in America, or two of the best for sure. But for those of you SEC traditionalists, if you've never been to Texas OU, I get it, man. The Iron Bowl's phenomenal. I have yet to go to that game. And the largest cocktail party, Florida, I get it. Those are big games, no question. But if you've not been to Texas OU on the Texas State Fairgrounds with a 50-50 split, everything, you know what it's like. SEC, wake up and acknowledge this game. At least go to it before you guys criticize. And I get it. Texas is not even a full-fledged member of the SEC until July 1st. This is going to be fun.
Hey, Ben, tell me something good.
All right, I'll tell you something good as we wrap up this edition of Let's Talk About It. If you love college baseball, and shout out to the ladies in Oklahoma City and what the Women's College World Series has become, packed stadium. And for those of you saying that it needs to change venues because of how good Oklahoma is and how good Oklahoma State is, well, OU and Oklahoma State, they did not become good or elite because of their proximity to the Women's College World Series. They just developed the programs, especially OU. Especially OU and Oklahoma State, for them to do the same thing. It has nothing to do with the location. Let that argument go. It has nothing to do with where they're located. But for college baseball, if you have the ESPN Plus app and you can use that app on your television, something great. You can watch every game across the country. And it's as good as watching March Madness. To me, as someone who loves college baseball, it's unbelievable. It is. I'm in paradise watching this. And shout out to my nephew, the David Brown, and his lovely bride-to-be, Abby, will be getting married tomorrow. And that's where I'm headed, to that wedding. So shout out to you guys, wishing you guys nothing but the best, a long, prosperous, happy life. And regardless of its weddings, college baseball madness, that is, it's always good to talk about it.